Hello everyone! Today we have a heartfelt desire to share these touching reunions between soldiers and their families with you in this video. So grab a tissue box because these beautiful moments will undoubtedly bring tears to your eyes. Oh my goodness! Really, she has gone all the way crazy over her brother. Yes, that's what family are for. Whoa! Soldier stops his sister dead in her tracks on her graduation day, leaving her seriously surprised and moved.
But she didn't see me, so I stood up, walked over, and she got all excited and started breaking down. Everyone in the stand started cheering, and it was a whole mess of emotion.
Lexi Hershey got one heck of a surprise when her brother, Taylor, a senior airman, rolled into her class. Taylor's back home after an 8-month deployment. Talk about a heartwarming reunion. After 2 years apart, military son decides to drop a bombshell by showing up at Mum's workplace, leaving her utterly shocked and surprising the heck out of her. Check out Mum's reaction. It's priceless. Wowzer, 18 months apart, then bam! Soldier daughter swoops in, turns into a mum out of the blue. Mind blown, dude. Emotions through the roof.
So he too was surprised as he entered his next class.
Oh my god! Airman Jared Pena comes back home and decides to shock his little bro by popping into his classroom. The reactions, pure beauty.
This is quite better. What is that one? Hi, everybody.
Man, a US Air Force dad decides to throw a curveball by coming back and walking into the classroom, leaving his two daughters seriously surprised and moved to tears.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
And this is Mr. Water!
Damn. It's freaking awesome when the military bro drops a surprise in the JROTC class for their sibling.
Never.
I was just kind of like getting ready for graduation.
Check out the little sister's reaction when she sees her soldier brother pop up out of nowhere for this special occasion. It's a must-see.
Maybe we were lining up at the same time. I was very confused.
I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, okay. And as some of you know, my dad's birthday's coming up in a couple of days on the 18th.
Let's soak in the moment as this US Navy SEAL guy pulls off a jaw-dropping surprise for his family at the church, right after his long deployment. Epic stuff. Airman quietly strolls up to Mum mid-meal, leaving her utterly stunned and bursting with excitement. Dad, the soldier, unexpectedly returns to give his daughters a surprise. The enchanting moment is filled with joyful tears and an extra long hug.
I know, I didn't know the cameras were going to be here either.
I'm really happy.
We just want him to hang in there.
Okay. Well, we have a little surprise for you.
Huge thanks to the program for pulling off this epic surprise. Maureen stuns the family right before Christmas, leaving Mum in tears for real.
Born on the same day.
Welcome home. I haven't seen him since he was deployed last July.
The gal is absolutely floored and her emotions erupt seeing her soldier brother appear, tears welling up. Oh my goodness! Soldier son brings a Christmas surprise at the restaurant. You've got to see Mum's reaction. It's priceless.
Suggest this day there might be a plan of one graduate's life. Graduation ceremony was coming.
I love when fathers surprise their daughters.
Of the Persian Gulf, he put to make his debut on back at home.
I am so glad you're here.
Unreal dad alert. After a crazy 36-hour haul, this soldier dad shows up and totally catches his 5-year-old daughter off guard. Seriously, everyone's in tears.
Yeah, I came to read your class.
Huge shout out to the principal for making it happen. Soldier Big Bro stuns his little sis big time on graduation day. Check out her over-the-top happy reaction. I was teary-eyed until I saw his son's reaction, and I just broke down bawling. Check this out. Military daughter goes undercover as a patient. Totally shocks Mum after 6 months apart. It's like, whoa, emotions through the roof. Oh my god, my daughter was like totally blown away and seriously moved when she saw her soldier dad, who's been deployed miles away for 9 freaking months. Tears were totally flowing, I swear.
Here, sailors.
Surprise.
Truly ill and heartwarming moments,
of Arts and Political Science degree, Paige Wheeler.
My daughter has just dropped off and they think that they're going to be picked up from my friend to go pick me up at the airport.
Mum, the soldier, just popped back and whoa! Did that ever catch her 2 kids off guard? You've got to see their jaw-dropping, heartwarming reaction. Seriously.
I love you.
Well, let me just tell you something. Your night's about to get a little bit better. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome home.
I missed you so much." Big bro shocks little sis at school, bringing her to tears with a heartwarming surprise.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Oh my goodness! Big sister's over the moon with excitement as her Marine brother unexpectedly shows up to grace her graduation ceremony. Wow, the most surprising and beautiful engagement moment I've ever seen, courtesy of a heroic firefighter. The little girl's crazy excited, unwraps the gift, and bam! The soldier dad pops out from inside the box, leaving her totally stunned and moved.
This is emergency, man. This is you missed your dad how much?
A lot.
Man, the bride's beyond shocked and choked up as her soldier brother returns on her wedding day, something she thought was totally impossible before. Oh my goodness, the whole fam was beyond shocked when they saw that soldier dude show up out of nowhere and sprint right into his arms.
She was so surprised when Donald Trump's expression of gratitude was directed towards her husband who was serving in the military. Even more surprising was that her husband had returned, and he couldn't wait to hold her and their children in
Welcome
his arms.
home, Sergeant Williams. Thank you very much.
After 4 long years away, Sailor Rihanna had a heartwarming reunion with her beloved mother. The emotions that overwhelmed this officer during her swearing-in ceremony when her son approached to reunite after 2 years were indescribable. Luckily, this Marine managed to make it home before Christmas came to an end, after being away for over a year.
So exciting and sad and happy and everything at one.
This soldier cleverly disguised himself as a waiter to surprise his family, and he unquestionably succeeded in pulling off the surprise. The party for these guys turned into an absolute blast when their soldier friends joined them after a 6-month deployment. That's true. Miss Colfer was being interviewed about her family at work, completely unaware that the son she mentioned had actually returned.
My sister
her how proud I am, how grateful.
This girl believed her brother was still deployed, but to her surprise, he appeared at her graduation ceremony. After 11 months of military deployment far from home, Sergeant Peter Martinez planned a secret return during his wife's shift. This video was recorded by Soldier Timmy to congratulate his brother on his wedding. However, the video abruptly stopped because he had something even more important to attend to. The nurse had no idea that her sister, whom she hadn't seen in ages due to her military service, was standing right behind her. This boy has been separated from his brother for over a year, and this is the first time his brother has returned from his military deployment. While she had a feeling that something was about to happen, she couldn't imagine that her son would return home earlier than expected. This dog was the pilot's first companion since her days in training. After a long separation, the two were finally able to be together.
With the help of the American Humane Society.
It is not typical at all for...
The soldier's daughter hid in the car trunk, and this is the surprise from her mom. The wedding took place with a surprise planned for the bride. When she discovered that the person holding her hand was her Marine brother, she couldn't help but be overwhelmed with emotion. This soldier returned home from deployment and surprised his brother at work. Considering the circumstances, it seems only fair that his brother be granted a day off. This American hero, who returned home from active duty in the Middle East, hasn't seen his family in almost a year. He's about to give them the surprise of their lives, and their reaction was priceless. This is how it should look when your best friend returns from deployment. Domenico Istra didn't understand why he was called into the office, and this is the reason why.
You're tall. Hey, what's up?
This man received an invitation to a cafe. Little did he know that he would encounter his son there. This female soldier disguised herself as a barber, and it appears that her boyfriend started to sense that something was amiss. However, soon enough, the girl is about to experience immense happiness. After a 6-month deployment in Afghanistan, they prepared a special plan at the baseball field. His daughter thought it was just a regular game, unaware that her father was back from Afghanistan.
I love you, baby girl. I love you, Daddy. Miss you so much.
It was amazing. I don't
Love him?
Yes.
Happy to have him home. I set my camera up so I can show this to them.
I set up my camera to capture this unforgettable moment. This woman met her sister at the airport, and together they surprised their parents, who had no idea about their military daughter's homecoming. It was an absolute success.
Take that potion, throw it up in the air, and say the magic word, Alakazam!
Alakazam.
This girl longed for her dad's presence, but she had no idea that the magic show would deliver such a joyous ending.
Savannah, look right back there, sweetie.
After being away from his family for 6 months, this military dad made a surprise visit to see his kids before their dance performance. Chloe Mitchell felt saddened by living far away from her beloved brother. But that sadness would soon be alleviated because her brother had returned. It all began with a photo with the mascot, but it ended with a heartwarming surprise reunion for the entire family. The soldier made the decision to surprise his brother, but he didn't even have the time to get out of the box before being discovered. After returning from deployment, she went to surprise her unsuspecting mother at work. No doubt, her mother definitely deserves a day off. In the stands, the vendors in the blue shirts were coming down, and one of them was a soldier in disguise, ready to surprise his family after 11 months of serving in the army.
To be very happy.
This daughter is extremely overjoyed because her soldier father is returning. This girl is about to experience immense happiness. The Clearwater Marine Aquarium is about to have a heartwarming scene. This military service member traveled 800 kilometers to embrace his daughter, who they had been separated from for a year. After being away from his loved ones for 5 months, the first place this soldier went upon his return was his grandfather's house. The military bro's photobomb made his sister's party even more unforgettable. This guy quietly went to see his best friend after his first military deployment in Korea. A retired police officer believed she was invited to a tribute in a high school celebration for her work. However, she received the biggest surprise of her life.
I feel like
Being away from your parents is tough, but being away from your children is even harder. This reunion between Megan and her daughter is a touching moment. This is how a dad returning from military service brought joy to his kids. The girl had been waiting for her Air Force boyfriend for 8 months, and when they finally reunited, she couldn't contain her longing. This little one received a big Christmas gift. Little did he know that it would be the best gift his dad could receive. It means so much to have your parents with you during Christmas, especially when you're little. They wrapped it up perfectly.
Why did she have to sit on the floor?
The girl was so shocked to see her best friend that she collapsed to the floor in astonishment.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Guys.
Take a picture. Let's take a picture. Let's take a picture. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready?
He can't let his beloved wife celebrate her birthday alone.
Go ahead. Looks good. Y'all look great.
After not seeing his parents for over a year, doesn't he have something to be grateful for? If you're going to welcome your daughter back from the military, this is the perfect way to do it. Karen's family was sad because it was the first time they would be missing Christmas. But they didn't miss out on it. The dog initially failed to recognize its owner and barked at him, but then Christy and her mother were lucky to encounter dolphins at this event, but that's not the only surprise. Captain Joshua Flores, Christy's father, returned a week before the new school year began. This girl has been longing to see her father for a while, and little did she know that he would surprise her by picking her up from school.
Yeah, sure is. Thank you.
That's all for today. Please share in the comments which moment was your favorite, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bị ép giá của nhân dân đấy để cho đẩy về giá trị ban đầu ở khía cao hơn dựa vào cách có những phương thức kiểm tốt.